I know you're a rapper. I know you rap.
Mm-hmm.
I know you mix and master. You're an engineer.
Right.
What all do you do, bro?
I mean, yeah, I make music. I'm also an audio engineer. I've done engineering work for Wiz Khalifa, Rae Sremmurd, Riff Raff, Maxo Cream, Free Band Gang, Doe Boy, Jimmy Wopo. Like I do all of Jimmy Wopo stuff. Like ever since Wapani. So like any project you hear come out from Jimmy Wopo or Moneyland Music, like that's all me too. Um, yeah, I mean basically, artist by night, engineer by day. It's kind of funny, like because I'm always doing so much engineering work that it's like whenever it comes to like me making my shit, I'm always making shit like at super late at night. Like I can't remember the last time I made a song during the day. Like just for the past couple years, like since I've had my studio for real. And it's not that the engineering gets in the way of that. It's just something about working at nighttime. It's peaceful. And I vibe better like late at night. Like everything that I've made, like everything like that I'm gonna put out over the next year or whatever is all made at like 3 a.m. or later type shit. So like I'm a night owl.
Me too. It seems like you get a little bit more creative at night.
Right.
How did you get to the point where you was an engineer to mix and master artist records?
I mean, originally when I started,
like describe the process. I mean, obviously hard work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, it was really just like just working with certain people led to me being able to work with other people. You know what I mean? Just having like mutual connections. Like let's say like Wopo did a song with Wiz. Well, that means I'm gonna get them Wiz vocals and I'm gonna mix them from scratch. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be his people mixing them. It's gonna be my people. So like some of them are like stuff like that. And then
how long you been doing this? Like engineering?
Engineering about 3.5 years now.
What made you want to do this?
I really just started like my studio originally just so I didn't have to pay for studio time anymore. Cause like as an artist, like that's one of the biggest things, and like whenever you like have all this music and you can't get to the studio, it's a pain in the ass. You know what I'm saying?
Epic Studio, right?
Yeah, Epic Studios.
Get the hat.
Epic Studios, gang. You feel me?
That's what's up. That's on the South Side.
Yeah, it's on the South Side, right off of Carson on 22nd Street. And yeah, man, like it was really just for myself. Like I never had any plans on doing it all crazy serious. And then like I started posting about it like when I originally started doing it, and people were asking me like, like can I record you? So I'm like, yeah, what I mean, I started recording people. I figured why not? I can make some money too, And it just really grew into something that I like never thought it would be, honestly. Like now, I mean, I feel like people hold me like to the same level engineering wise as like they do me artist wise. Like whenever people talk about the best engineers in the burg, people like my name is in that. You feel me? And it's like that was never my intention. I never had that goal or anything like that. But it's just cool to see like the way that God works and puts those opportunities in front of us and things like that. So.
For surely. So you was probably like mixing, mastering records like with like ID Labs or something, paying for studio time?
Nah, I was going to a couple places. I went to like MCM Studios. I've been down to ID a couple times to record. A couple times like sitting down with Big Germ. And,
how much do it be like I never went to ID Labs to record.
I'm pretty sure they do $50 an hour. Just depending on who you're working with.
Okay.
I mean, I don't want to like off quote anything.
Yeah.
But I mean, I do $40 an hour at my spot.
Okay.
40 an hour. Plus like mastering if you want all that stuff too. A lot of people don't get into mastering, don't really know what mastering is. So a lot of the time it's just straight mixing, but
So they stop hitting you in your pockets, got your own studio, got it cracking on the south.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah. You had to like grab a spot like Lisa's spot, built the whole studio from the ground up, or were like
my last spot was built from like the ground up. Like my last spot, we started in like a garage with like stone, like cinder block walls, stone floors, and like wooden seams and shit. And like we took that shit and renovated it. Like we got nice walls, like hardwood floors, like the ceilings, like brand new lighting, all that shit. And unfortunately, like the person that was like owned the spot that I was at moved to California, so I had to relocate down to the South Side. But it was kind of fortunate at the same time because whenever I got down to the South Side, I've been down there for a year now, and I've got more business and made more money in this past year than I did in those whole first 2 years at my old location. It's just a prime location. And I've been able to take advantage of a lot more opportunities down here on the South Side. So overall, it's been a blessing. At first it didn't seem that way, but everything worked itself out, and I'm definitely grateful for that.
I think it real quick. Explain to people exactly what mixing and mastering a record is, because some people, I play local music on Whammo. People give me music, you tell it's just trash. Like it's not mastered, it's not mixed down.
Yeah, I mean basically, mixing mixing and mastering music is just taking it from like it's like raw form and just basically getting it ready for like radio play. You gotta like equalize frequencies and compress vocals, and like when you try to explain this to people, it's like they feel like they're listening to like a calculus problem, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, yeah, it's basically just like putting all the necessary like effects and all that on the vocals so that it's ready to be put out into the world, and so it's the right quality for people to listen to it, because like you said, you've gotten some stuff that you could tell it's obviously not mixed right,
distorted,
and you don't even want to listen to that. Like nobody wants to hear bad quality music because, especially in today's day and age, there's so many artists and millions of songs on the internet. It's not hard for you to just press next and hear a song with good quality. So nobody's gonna tolerate bad quality music. If your music's not quality like mixed, then no one's gonna listen to it.
Yeah, like prime example, you hear that XXX record, Look at Me. I don't think that's mixed.
It's not.
It's like it sounds so fucking distorted. Like
the
way the bass hits.
It's not mixed that well.
Yeah.
Like I've listened to that a couple times, and I like when I listen to records like that, I think to myself like, damn, like I could have did this, and this to make that better. You know what I mean? Like now that I've been doing it for so long, I kind of like break it down, and I could kind of like hear what's wrong with it. But I mean, when it comes to like engineering and mixing, like it's a fact that every engineer has their own style of mixing. Maybe less so with like the older generation of engineers, because a lot of people are just real technical and go by like the numbers. And with the newer generation of engineers, especially with myself, a lot of us kind of have just more of like a good ear for how things should sound, as opposed to maybe being more on the technical side of it, like this number,
right,
and this reads this,
right. It's like baking the cake. You bake the cake 1,000 times, you know what the fuck you're doing. You don't need to look at the directions. Right. So I need 3 teaspoons of, you know what I'm saying? Right. I dig it.
Right.
I dig it.
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, I think like with the newer generation of engineers, it's like we mix a record to how we know it sounds good. Like I listen to shit on the radio, I'm like, this sounds good. So it's like you're trying to get your mixes like close to that. Like older engineers are like, all right, let me set this to this and set this to this. Like they have an idea of what it's supposed to sound like already in their head, and a lot of artists especially get turned off to that because a lot of older, and I'm not trying to like put any like everybody in like a box or anything like that or the same category, but it's just like the artist has a vision too, it's the artist's song, so like I'm sure like they always have input and they have a certain way that they want the song to sound too. So it's like, yeah, put your own sauce on it, but you also got to make sure that you are still bringing the artist's vision to life too, and not just what you think their song should sound like, So that's the biggest thing, honestly.
I dig it. And you're Jimmy Wopo's official engineer, right?
Yeah.
So everything that Jimmy Wopo make, you touch.
Yeah, I've done Wapanese, Jimmy Digital, which hasn't come out yet. Jordan Kobe, that Money Lane music mixtape. Money Lane 2 is gonna come out here sometime over the summer too. Yeah, everything, man.
That's what's up. What's it like working in the studio with Wopo?
Shit, man. I mean, it's nonstop. It's pretty cool. I mean, like, we've been working for like over a year now, so like that's really like my bro now. You know what I'm saying? So it's really really laid back, and he comes in ready to work. You know what I mean? Like there's no slack, and what's cool about him as an artist is that like he doesn't like 98% of the shit that you hear from him, like it's off the top. Like we come in the stew and like he'll come with beats, or I'll play him beats and he'll just catch a vibe to it, and he'll just go in there and just go off the top. Like all, I'm telling you, all the shit you hear, like all that Jordan Kobe, all that shit, like that's off the top. You know what I'm saying? So like his creating process is a lot different than most artists, but it works for him because like he just catches that vibe, and we just got that good vibe in that space. You know what I mean? And just as an artist and an engineer, like we connect. So it's not hard for us to work in that way. I think actually that way works better for him as opposed to coming in and just having some shit written and trying to do it. And like there will be times like that too. Like sometimes he will come in like with something already written, you know what I mean, because maybe he caught a vibe outside the studio and he wanted to make sure he ain't lose it. But yeah, most of the time it's just coming in there and we just making shit from scratch, and it's just you know what I mean.
So you do produce beats too as well?
Yeah.
Along with the engineering them?
Yeah, I make beats too. Not as much. I made a lot of beats last year. This year I've kind of fell back off it a little bit because I've been working so much like engineering wise and as an artist as well. So I haven't really done much like production wise like this year, but I do plan on getting back on it soon. I really want to, more so than just like make beats on my own, I want to collaborate with other producers that I think are talented. You know what I'm saying? Like, because sometimes when it comes to making beats, for me, it's hard for me to find that like initial spark or like that inspiration to make a beat. Like I don't get the same inspiration making beats as I do like engineering or like working on music. You know what I mean? So it's like it takes a little bit extra. So like when I'm working with somebody, that helps me catch a vibe for that.
Yeah, like getting a starting point more so.
Right, yeah.
You just elevate it to the next level.
Right.
When you're engineering these projects for Wopo, do you ever have any creative input? Like, yo.
Absolutely.
Like.
Yeah, I would say that I have just as much input as he does, honestly. And I would say that with like anybody's music that I engineer, honestly, because like I said, it's always about taking the artist's vision and bringing that to life, but people also like coming to me because I got my own like sauce that I put on shit. You know what I mean? Like I'll spice something up. I'll do this. I'll do that that they didn't think of, and they'll be like, oh shit, like that just took it to the next level. You feel me? So that's why I think people like working with me, because I really care about like the shit that I'm working on. So I'm gonna do anything I can to make it sound as good as it can, whether it's putting a beat drop here or throwing this effect in or doing this or doing that or whatever it is. You know, like I really take like a hands-on approach to that shit. I put in just as much effort as I do on my music, on other people's music, you know, like time allowing.
I was wondering how that works. I didn't know if like engineers have a lot of creative input. Like I know they mix and master it to get everything sounding perfect. But, like, so if he gets a beat made from someone, you be like, yo, you know what? You should add this, or you should take that out. Like y'all have those discussions in the studio.
Yeah. We do that.
Right.
Even sometimes as far as like even like with like a certain bar, like I might hear something that like, yo, like you could take like that one word out and it would like flow smoother. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not on no like nobody feels like anybody's trying to interfere, you know. Like we're all in there for the same reason, trying to take this product and make it as quality as it can be. So, you know, when I'm giving input or when someone else is giving input, it's a positive thing. It's for the benefit of everybody, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean it's always all love in the stew, man. Like it's always good vibes and great music being made.
Well, that's what my man. I saw that you tweeted Jimmy Wopo mentioned you like in a hot new hip hop interview.
Yeah.
What'd he say?
That was love. Actually, Hot New Hip Hop was asking him questions and shit. Like I guess they had went and done like a whole bunch of research on like Pittsburgh shit. Like they asked him about like the Steelers, Wiz, Max, Shadow Lounge, and I guess that one of the things that they researched was me. So they just asked him about me, and they were basically like they had like a table full of emojis. They had like the fire emoji, the trash emoji, like whether it was good or bad, whatever. So they just brought my name up, and you know he was showing all types of love, fire emoji, all that, you know. But it was definitely a good look, and it was definitely a good look that they even took that look and brought me up in that conversation too. You know? So I mean, shout out to WAP and shout out to Hot New Hip Hop on that.
You rap too.
Yeah.
You're a vocalist.
Yeah. At this point, a lot of the music that I have out is rap music, but a lot of the music that I got coming out, I wouldn't call it rap. Yeah.
What'd you call it? Just you ain't put it in the box. Just music.
It's just music. I can't really put it in a box. Some shit might kind of lean on like a R&B-ish vibe, but I don't want to call it anything, yo. I mean, it's really like for me, like this past, like 8 or 9, 10 months, I just been really transitioning into like a new sound and everything like that, and just completely going outside of the box. Like my whole thing for damn near the past year has just been like challenging myself as an artist to go outside of the box and not do the normal shit, because I can get on any beat and I can rap and that's cool, but you know I got tired of that and I wanted a challenge, so I wanted to expand. So now really like in my creating process with music, like going outside of the box and like going outside of my comfort zone has like become my comfort zone. You feel me? Like I never know what I'm gonna do in there, but it's always something different. It's always something that I've never done before, which is a beautiful thing. And it's not rap music, but I love it. You know what I'm saying? And like maybe for like some people who have just been used to me like rapping for all these years, like, you know, some people might not catch on at first, but like that's okay, because the biggest thing about this is that like I'm having so much fun making this music. I'm having more fun making this music than I was like the rap music, and that's how I know like it's right. You know, I'm not doing too much. I'm not like selling out or doing anything I'm not supposed to be doing. Like I love this music that I'm making, and like I love making it. You feel me? Right. So it's a beautiful thing, and I can't wait to share it with the world. I'm actually gonna drop I put out 2 records this year so far. Dial Tone and Slow Down. And
I like the Slow Down one.
And those are like the first like 2 tastes of like the direction that I'm in. So I'm actually about to drop this little 4-song EP called Stoney's World in a couple weeks, produced by SA and Dirtbag. SA's from the Berg, Dirtbag is from Florida. So that's gonna be like the first like body of work as Stoney, like me going from Norman Dean to Stoney.
I dig it. Where can they find it? Stoney?
SoundCloud.com/It's Norman Dean still. But also like all major music platforms, iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify, Google Play, Tidal, Deezer, anywhere you can think of. I think there's like 100 different stores that it's on. So yeah.
When you be working with other artists, with you being like an engineer and you knowing how to put the whole final project together, do you find yourself too controlling?
Never.
All right.
Never, because like the thing about working with another artist, like if I'm working with another artist, like I'm trying to do something that I wouldn't do on my own. You know, so like if I believe in another artist to the point where I'm gonna work with them on a song, it means I believe in them and I want and appreciate their input. You feel me? So like, nah. I think anybody that I do work with, like we always mesh and vibe really well, and I think it's also because I'm very selective with the people that I work with too. I mean, there's a lot of talented artists out here in the city that I'm cool with, that I've known for years, that I might not necessarily have any music with. And it's not like a bad thing, you know. It's just I'm just selective about who I work with, you know. And that's not to take away from anybody's talent. It's just, you know.
Yeah, I like your music. Like I was listening to your music coming into this. Like when I'm interviewing someone, I like to listen to exactly what they make just to get that vibe of what they're bringing, you know what I'm saying? I really like that Slow Down record. I like that one. I like the Slow Down record.
I'm about to shoot a video for that soon.
Yeah?
60,000 plays on SoundCloud. I think it deserves a vid. Yeah, it's doing
60,000,
good.
60K?
Yeah, it's doing good so far. Hopefully we touch 100 with
it. It's definitely a different sound. You can't put the Pittsburgh like stamp on it. Like a lot of music here, you could tell it's made here.
Right. See, that's what I'm saying. Like I want my music to have like that worldwide effect. You know, I want it to be something that like people could rock with all over, not just like, oh, that sounds like Pittsburgh. That sounds like here. That sounds like there. You know, I just want to make music for everybody. I want to appeal to like different demographics of people and shit like that. You know, like that's how you get yourself out there. Well, like that's how you become worldwide. You know, like Wiz. You know what I mean? People always talk about like Wiz, like they wish like they missed the old Wiz, this and that. But like Wiz is a genius because he's made rap records, he's made R&B records, he's made pop records, he's made everything, and that's how he's become worldwide. And people just like, people don't understand that, like from a fan standpoint, you know what I mean? Like people don't understand like 99% of the shit that goes on behind the scenes, but like that's how he got as big as he is. Like that's why he's worldwide Wiz. That's why he got See You Again.
See You Again got what, 3 billion plays on YouTube or something? That's something crazy.
That's the biggest rap record or like biggest like song by a rapper like on YouTube ever. Like that has like that's like the only rap record with over 1 billion views on YouTube.
Yeah, I think it's definitely 2. It's definitely
it's at 2 now.
Yeah.
And that's the craziest thing because like there's no other one that's even at 1 billion, and that shit's coming up on 2 or might be past 2. So like it's like, you know what I mean? Like that influence, like that shit's long lasting. Like that's longevity. You know what I mean? Like when you can appeal to different types of people and different demographics, you're creating longevity for yourself. You know what I mean? It's more than just making this different type of music because whatever.
Right. Niggas be like, wait, sold out.
Nah, he didn't sell out. The nigga got smart and he wanted more money and he wanted to be worldwide and he knew how to do it and fuck what anybody says because them niggas ain't put money in your pocket. All these people talking about, oh, I want the old Wiz back, da-da-da-da-da. They're still buying the albums. They're still listening to the mixtapes, so it doesn't matter.
Same shit to say about Kanye.
Yeah, we ain't gonna get into Kanye. Yeah. I love Kanye, but he's a controversial man.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. It's like talking about Kanye is like talking about politics. Like,
right. It's just like let's just avoid it all together.
Yeah, nigga in the second place right now, but we'll get to the next topic. So yeah, you seem pretty diverse. Like, who you like to listen to? Fuck just from Pittsburgh, just in general.
I listen to myself a lot, to be honest now, because like I just like I said I've really been enjoying like the music that I've been making. So like more than ever I listen to myself. But like some other artists I listen to, like I listen to Ty Dolla $ign a lot. He's probably one of my favorite. I think he's my favorite artist, to be honest. I've been listening to his shit for a long time. I probably bang him more than anybody else. Like Party Next Door, 24 Hours is dope. Larry June. There's not a lot of artists that I listen to on a consistent basis, but I do listen to like a lot of artists, like because there's a lot of talent out there right now. So, but those are a couple of people that I like fuck with on a regular.
Yeah.
Definitely them few.
I don't even know the last two people you named. 24 Hours and who's the other one?
24 Hours and Larry June. Larry June's from the Bay.
Larry June.
24 Hours used to be the rapper Royce Rizzy. If you ever heard of Royce Rizzy.
Still don't know what we're talking about.
All right, it's all right. No, 24 Hours is coming to the Rex on Sunday.
This Sunday?
Yeah, if you're free, check that shit out. Or it's like, what? He said he's coming?
Sunday.
Yeah, he's going to be here
June
on Sunday.
11th.
Yeah, he's going to be here on Sunday. So if you can, peep it out. I'm going to try to make my way down there.
Bet.
Because he's dope.
I'll pull up. I don't got shit to do Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, just you check some music out like before you do. Like he does a lot of work with Ty Dolla $ign. They actually got like a like collab project coming out, I'm pretty sure, soon. So
okay.
He's dope.
Bet.
He's dope.
Who do you want to work with in the industry? Like soon. Like who anyone you trying to work with? Rap wise or like producing, engineer, anything?
Definitely Ty Dolla $ign.
Like
first and foremost, yo, because like his shit is just so player. Like, listen, like if you don't know how to like, if you don't got game and you don't know how to talk to the bitches, lock yourself in a room and listen to Ty Dolla $ign for like 2 weeks straight. You gonna come out that room a new man. You gonna be pimping. Like he just got so much game. Like he's really giving niggas like so much free game in his music. Like it's crazy. Like just but the crazier thing is that like it's so soulful too. Like his influences are like 70s, 80s.
Yeah,
like, singers.
His dad was in the band, I think.
Yeah, like he has like a great musical background and family and everything like that. So it's like he took like these old inspirations and gave them new life and shit like that. So it's like his style is so crazy, man. Like nobody can fuck with Ty Dolla $ign to me, man. He's the illest like R&B singer out here. I'm pretty sure he's one of like the top 10 most played people on Spotify right now. So that says something, you feel me?
Dolla $ign's eating. I like Ty.
He's eating, man. He's on every radio record now, man. I've been listening since like the original Beach House and shit, and like the progression and like every project he puts out like never ceases to amaze me, man. Like it's like straight through, no skips. Every time, man. And like his shit's like when I hear his shit, I get inspired to make music.
What's the best tape? Because I need to listen to
Sign language.
Sign language.
Sign
Oh
language.
yeah, I heard sign language. I heard a lot of sign language.
Yeah, he got that Lord Knows with Rick Ross
That's
and
just hard.
Dom Kennedy. He got
what's the one he got with Yo Gotti? The song.
That's Like I Do.
I like that. Yeah.
Fuck you, like I do.
Yeah.
That's that joint.
I like sign language.
Drink and Cranberry. Yeah, man, I bumped that tape all the time. Like when that shit came out, I was bumping it faithfully, and I'm still bumping it like just as faithfully now, yo. That shit's ridiculous. So
I like Ty Dolla $ign. I like the whole West. The West is eating right now.
yeah, West Coast is crazy, man. YG doing this thing out there. There's a lot of people in Cali, honestly.
West is eating. YG, Kendrick. My favorite rapper of all is Nipsey Hussle.
Oh yeah, Nipsey's fly, man. Nipsey's fly. I was out in Cali like last month for like a week and a half, just like. I had like a couple meetings with some people. I was working on some music, and also like it was my first time out there, so I was just catching some vibes and shit. I'm going back out there the end of next month for probably like 2-3 weeks this time, trying to get some business done and shit like that. But it's beautiful out there, man. Like the vibe is crazy different. Like the people are nice. The liquor is half off.
I need to. Oh, wait. This is what I got to ask you about being. You was in L.A.?
Yeah, I was all over. I was in Costa Mesa, L.A., Hollywood.
I know you seen the dispensaries.
Yeah, I got weed from dispensaries.
Bro, like,
I didn't go in any, but I had a homie who had his card. So like they got this app called Weed Maps and shit. So like basically it'll show you everything that the dispensary has.
like the menu.
Right, I'm gonna pull it up for you right now. So we would just pull up outside, and I would just like see what I wanted and shit, and he would just go in and get it for me. Like, check this out, bro. Check this out. It's beautiful, bro. Like it's beautiful, and it's always what it says. And the crazy thing is, like, you go on there,
Death Star.
and they show you. That's a classic weed right there. I've been smoking that for years. But they show you all these weeds and shit, and like they're like 30, 31, 32% like THC and shit like that. And like you gotta realize, like the fire shit we get over here, like Girl Scout cookies and like Gorilla.
It's like 20% or something.
It's just like 23.
Okay.
And there's like hundreds and hundreds of strains over there that are like over that, you feel
Gas.
me? Around 30. But you gotta realize, because also like Girl Scout cookies and Gorilla Glue and shit like that, those are like the Godfather strains. Those have been around for so long, and like with all the new advances that marijuana has been making and shit over the past couple years, and all the people, and I guess how easy it is to get your own strain for someone with the resources. You gotta think everybody is engineering their shit to be better than that. You feel me? Because they can. So it's just crazy. I was out there smoking shit I never heard of, like DJ Shortberry. I don't know what the fuck that is, but it's 29%, and I was fried. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it was, but it's fire, coming in a little tube, tell you what it is, tell you if it's an indica, sativa, hybrid.
Hey, which one is the one that gets you hyper? One's puts you like, get you like relaxed for anxiety, I think, right? Like sativa or indica, and one like gets you hyper. Which one's which? Do you know? We just be smoking.
I'm having a blank right now.
Okay, it's not definite.
Yeah, well, yeah, cause there's a lot of hybrids and shit, like especially out there, like.
Yeah, I know the hybrids. Is that what you was talking about? Like, okay.
Those like crazy strains, like they're like most of them crazy strains and shit are hybrids. Like even I went out there and I had like lemon cookies and like strawberry lemon cookies and like them shits are hybrids. Like so it's like it's a little bit of both, and like a lot of them strains are and shit. So yeah, man, it's a different world out there, yo. Like I smoked a lot of weed last time, and I plan on smoking like twice as much weed this time.
I don't know which ones would be more potent, like you said, like the Godfather strands, like all those OG Kushes and like this new shit, bubblegum Godzilla killer.
It's just your preference, for real. It just be your preference. Like I mean, I love OG. Like OG's probably like my like all time favorite strand, cause it just has this like nice like pungent taste like that it leaves on your tongue, and it's just like classic every time. It's just some good kush out here.
I can't smoke with the big dogs. I'll be so high. Like I don't smoke enough. There's not enough I did. I'm sure y'all be hitting the dab and.
Yeah. I dab too. I actually like went through this like.
Isn't that like 98% THC or something?
Nah. It's like they're like closer to like 60, like 50-60%.
Okay.
But it is just like, it's just like no leaf and shit like that, yo. But nah, dabbing's cool too. Dabbing's more like an attentive high for real to me. Well, I guess it depends whether it's a sativa or indica. But I went through this like period like a couple years ago where like I just completely stopped smoking flower and I was just doing dabs for like a whole year. And after a while, that shit just got to be too much. I ain't gonna lie. I had to go back to the weed and shit. And like I still dab and shit like here and there, but I'd rather just smoke some weed, man. Yeah. You know, it just depends on like what you got to do. Like maybe like you got to go do like a business meeting or some shit, and like you want to get high, but you don't want to smell like weed. So like, you know what I mean, you do that.
Yeah, you got to come up with your own strand. Epic kush.
Yo, I'm definitely gonna come out with my own strand whenever I can, low key. I don't know what I'm gonna call it. I might call it the Norm, since my name's Norman. The Norm, but it's gonna be super fire.
That sounds titty though.
But look, that
sounds.
That's gonna be the thing about it, because like when you hear the Norm, you're like, oh, the normal, right?
Right.
But it's gonna be so fire. Like what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to like raise the bar, set the standard so that the normal is like super fire. You know what I mean? Like if it's not super fire, like it's less than normal. You feel me? Like,
you gotta deliver.
You should be smoking fire on the regular. Like that should be a normal thing for you. You feel me? So that's what I'm gonna call it. The
okay,
norm.
you can play off it. You gotta deliver.
Yeah, I might have to put like a little description like under the strain, like
right. Yeah. Because at first that shit's like some the norm.
Right.
The norm.
Right.
Like,
it sounds like it.
I want that blueberry.
But you know,
gas mask.
They got the weed
toxic.
facts now, so you know people will know.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make something crazy.
Yeah. I saw you using that breakout article too.
Post Gazette. Yeah.
Yeah, Julian Ralph did that.
Yeah, Julian. Good
he gave me a little section. Go read it. But yeah, what did you think about the Pittsburgh music scene and everything? I read what you said, but like overall, like what you think? What you think of the scene?
I said a lot more than
what was in it.
Than was even in it. Yeah, me and Julian sat down for probably like an hour. I mean, yo, like the music scene is cool. Like we have a lot of talent here. Like we definitely have a lot of talented people. Like, you know, artists, producers, engineers. But it's just like we don't have like the reason why it's so hard to get it on a major level in Pittsburgh is because we don't have like the business people here that know how to take the artist to the next level. Like as an artist, like there's only so much you could do, you feel me? And like there's a point where you need like these people to be able to like put you on these platforms and give you these opportunities and shit like that. And I feel like we're just lacking the business minds to do that. But we do have like people that are helping us like push us forward, like the photographers and shit like that, to be coming out to events and taking pictures and posting pictures and shit like that. And like that helps, you know what I'm saying? Like that's putting people's faces out into the world, you know what I mean? Like art, like Wallflower, like Black and White, you know what I mean? Like there's a ton of people out there, like, so those are like, that's one of like the contributing factors, you know what I'm saying? Like those people help a lot, but we need people who know how to like brand an artist and get an artist on the major platforms and link
like maybe
up
some
with
PR people.
Right, some publicists, man. We don't have like the publicists with the major connects here and shit. Like I always talk about like Atlanta whenever this is brought up, because like a lot of people talk about like, oh, like there's so many people popping in Atlanta and they're all working together, and it's like that's why they're popping. But it's like they're working together because like there's somebody bringing them together. Like they got Coach K down there. Coach K, quality control.
Right.
Like, bro, so many of the people popping in Atlanta are signed to quality control.
That umbrella.
Are signed with Coach K. Like, Coach K is the pillar of that.
You could
shit.
tell like how he takes Lil Yachty's business to the next level.
Right.
Lil Yachty's on Sprite, Target.
Right.
He's a big position up at Nautica.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. Like, we don't have a Coach K here, yo. We don't have a Coach K. And so like he, you know, that's like where we're lacking. Honestly. I mean, like, you know, we have some smart people here, but it's just they're not doing it like that, or that's not what they want to do.
Right, they're not doing it to that magnitude.
Right, not to that magnitude, or they're just not into it like that. You know what I mean? So that's the only difference to me. Like, we got all the talent that Atlanta has. We just don't have that Coach K type figure. We don't have that pillar to hold everybody together. It's like, it's not like niggas just come together. I mean, like, yeah, there's a lot of unity in here. Like, I fuck with a lot of people. A lot of other people fuck with other people, but it's like that stops at a point. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I fuck with this person, but that doesn't mean like we're gonna like link up 5 days a week and work and do this and do that. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody got their own shit to do and all that, you know. But I see somebody, I fuck with them. I'm gonna talk to them. I'm gonna acknowledge them. You know what I mean? Whatever.
Yeah.
So
Right. You got any shows coming up? Performing? I see you be on like stage performing.
Man,
every now and then.
I'm gonna be at the Raekwon show July 20th. I'll probably perform like a song.
That's at Mr. Smalls, right?
That's at Mr. Smalls. Yeah, I'm leaving for Cali the next day. Like, they wanted me to do like a whole set, but since I'm leaving like hella early, so I didn't want to do that. But my man Space Jam Jeff is gonna be doing a whole set at the Raekwon show, and I'm gonna probably do like 1 or 2 jams with him, just to like compliment it and shit like that. But other than that, man, nah, man, like I've been like real low key like lately and shit. Like I've been not trying to do shows unless they're like either like a great opportunity or they're like paying. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause it's just like I've done so many shows and shit like that, and especially like in the Berg, it's like, you know, I've done like over 100 shows. I've done this, I've done that. So like there's really nothing else that I could do in the Berg as an artist to make myself bigger. So like I'm not gonna just keep coming out and standing in front of 40 people for free. You know what I'm saying? Like I need some type of compensation, because it's like I could be at the studio working on somebody's shit, making money in that time too, or I could be doing a feature or doing this or doing that. You know what I'm saying? It's just like time is money, you know. So like at this point, if it's not like with, you know, like a bigger artist or like out of town or like there's some type of compensation involved, I'm just not really. You know, I just don't have the time for that right now.
Any other projects that you're collaborating with on anybody else producing, engineering coming up, or what to expect like coming up? I know the EP.
I got the
Stoney's World EP.
Yeah, Stoney's World EP coming out in a couple weeks. I got this project that I got done that I really feel like is gonna like blow shit out the water, like take me to like that higher like mainstream level. It's called One of One. But I'm looking for the right publicist right now to get behind it. Like, you know, I've been talking to a couple of people. Like I went out to California to meet with one last time. So like I've had that done for like a couple months, probably since like April, and I've really just been holding that faithfully, and I'll hold that as long as I need to, because like I said, I put a lot of work into that, and I feel like that's the one that's really gonna take it to the next level. So I can't put that out just any way.
Right.
I refuse to. You feel me?
It's got to be right.
Right. It has to be right. Everything has to be right. Because the music is right, but the business has to be right too. You feel me? It has to be reaching all the right ears and all the right influencers and shit like that. So yeah, man. I've been working a little bit with Sledging from Taylor Gang too. We got a couple jams done right now. I ain't gonna like touch on that too much, but that's in the works too.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I mean I'm never not working. You know what I mean? I got like 4 projects done right now. Like I haven't dropped one since last year, but I got like 4 done right now, and like I'm not in a rush to drop them. Like I'll drop music, I'll drop videos, but like when it comes to these full bodies of work, a lot of shit goes into them. So like, you know, those can't just fly out no more.
Right.
Like them shit's gotta, you know, I got songs that I'm like, this ain't coming out unless it's doing 1 million plays. Straight up. Straight like that.
Damn, I'm trying to get my numbers like that.
You feel me?
How many people listened to my last episode? Like, the studio, where's it out on the South Side?
22nd. Like right off Carson.
Okay.
Yeah.
Epic Studios.
Open for business 24/7.
24/7.
365.
25/8.
Yeah. Damn near, man.
Yeah.
That's how I work. I mean, I'm always down to work, man. I'm always down to, you know, help somebody out and make some money in the process. You know what I mean? So it's never a bad thing.
Your merch. Don't you got merch too?
Yeah.
I see. Obviously, you got that. I mean, but like selling.
Yeah. Actually, we just got some new Stoney shirts printed up. We had a couple months ago, like we had the hats, we had the black Stoney shirts, the pink Stoney shirts, and then the Weed Olympic Team Epic shirts. And now we got these baseball tees, these Stoney baseball tees that are coming out like in a couple days and shit. Like the sleeves are yellow, and that's a collab with Foreign Enterprises, and they're like another like a clothing brand from the Pittsburgh area that my man Adam Korn created. So that's a collab with them, and those will be coming out in like probably like a week or so. But that one is like a limited release. Like we only printed up like 25 of those, so those are exclusive. But I do have like another batch of like regular merch coming in and shit like that soon. Like I got black short sleeve Stoney shirts coming. I got maroon short sleeve Stoney shirts coming, and like some new hats and some different colorways and shit like that too. So we just try and keep the ball rolling on everything, man. Like merch is important because like that's people like representing your shit. You know what I mean? Somebody puts on a Stoney shirt and goes out in public, people are gonna be like, oh, Stoney. You know what I mean? So like that's just branding me more.
Where can they find you at? Your IG, Twitter?
IG at Stoney Bluntana. Twitter /Stoney's World with 2 D's. SoundCloud.com / It's Norman Dean. You could listen to me on Pandora, Norman Dean Radio, which will be switching to Stoney Radio soon.
It's a Pandora station.
Yeah, I've had a Pandora station for quite some time now. My Pandora does numbers, man. My Pandora did like 10K last week. Pandora's a really good platform. Like if you can get on there, man, and like they pay okay too. I mean, because you know, like you get paid for streams. Like I get paid for all my streams and shit like that too. Like it's not like no crazy number, but it adds up whenever you got good numbers. You know what I mean? So yeah, Pandora, Norman Dean Radio. You can catch me on Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, you know, YouTube, everywhere you can think of. Anywhere that has music, my music is there. Okay. So yeah, I'm not hard to find.
Bet.
I definitely appreciate you having me on here, bro. It's a great time, man. We definitely got to do it again, man. Shout out to Art Like Us, you know. Shout out to you, bro. Yeah, definitely. You know, Team Epic, everybody out there listening. I appreciate all the support from everybody, you know. And Stoney's World coming soon.
For surely, that's New Wave Podcast.